Your browser is spying on you right now. Not maybe. Not in theory. Right now, while you read this sentence, something is logging your location, your searches, and how long you stared at that one screen before scrolling away. Today, I'm putting 3 browsers in a cage match: Opera Mini, Brave, and DuckDuckGo. One of them will save your data plan. One of them will save your privacy. And one of them, honestly, might be doing both while you're not looking. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one deserves a spot on your home screen and which one you should delete today. Let's get into it. Before we dive in, if you're the kind of person who actually cares what's happening on your phone behind the scenes, hit subscribe right now. I drop videos like this every week, breaking down the apps you use daily and what they're really doing. It costs you nothing and takes 2 seconds. Do it now before you forget, then come right back, okay? Cage match time. The contenders. Quick intros, because context matters here. Opera Mini has been around since basically the dawn of smartphones. Its entire pitch is simple. Compress web pages down to a fraction of their size so they load fast, even on garbage internet, and barely touch your data plan. Brave is the newer, louder challenger. Built by the guy who literally co-founded Mozilla and invented JavaScript, its whole identity is blocking ads and trackers by default. No extensions needed. No settings to dig through. DuckDuckGo, the browser, not just the search engine, is the privacy purist. Its pitch, what if a browser just didn't let anyone follow you around the internet? Full stop, same category. Wildly different priorities. Let's break down how they actually perform. Speed and data savings. If you're on a limited data plan, or your internet is slow, this round matters more than anything else. Opera Mini wins this round, and it's not close. It routes your traffic through Opera's own compression servers before it reaches your phone, which can shrink data usage dramatically, especially on image-heavy pages. That's a massive deal if you're paying by the megabyte or dealing with a weak signal. Brave loads pages fast too, but for a different reason. It's not compressing data. It's just refusing to load the ad networks and tracking scripts that normally slow pages down. Fewer scripts running means less to download, and less for your processor to chew through. DuckDuckGo sits in the middle. It blocks trackers similarly to Brave, so pages feel snappy. But it doesn't do the aggressive data compression that Opera Mini does. If you've ever screamed at your phone because a page won't load on 2 bars of signal, you already know which one you need. So, round 1 goes to Opera Mini. But speed isn't the whole story. Because saving data doesn't always mean saving you. Privacy. Here's where things get uncomfortable. Opera Mini's compression trick has a catch. To shrink those web pages, your traffic has to pass through Opera's servers first. That means Opera technically sees the pages you're visiting before they reach you. Opera has stated that this data isn't stored long-term or sold. But structurally, your browsing is routed through a third party by design. If total privacy is your goal, that's a real trade-off to sit with. Brave takes almost the opposite approach. It blocks third-party trackers and ads at the browser level automatically, so advertisers can't build a profile of you as you move from site to site. It also offers a built-in tour mode for private tabs, along with its own ad-free search option. Brave's business model is different too. Instead of selling your data, it runs an opt-in reward system where you can choose to see privacy-respecting ads and earn a cut. DuckDuckGo goes even further in one specific way. It doesn't just block trackers. It actively strips tracking parameters out of URLs and blocks known data collection, scripts before they even load, including some from big platforms that most other browsers quietly allow through. Its whole company philosophy, for over a decade, has centered on not building user profiles in the first place. So who wins privacy? Honestly, Brave and DuckDuckGo are neck and neck, and Opera Mini is playing an entirely different game. If privacy is your top priority, Opera Mini is not the tool for that job, no matter how much data it saves you. Okay, quick pause. If you've made it this far, you clearly care about this stuff more than the average person scrolling past. Drop a comment right now. Which one are you currently using? I read every single one, and I want to see if the comments match what the data says. Now, Let's talk about the thing nobody mentions. What you actually give up with each one. The trade-offs nobody talks about. Every tool has a cost. Here's the honest version. With Opera Mini, you're trading some privacy for speed and data savings. Also worth knowing, because pages are compressed through Opera's servers, some websites with heavy interactive elements, secure login portals, or complex web apps don't always render perfectly. Great for reading news and browsing casually. Less great for online banking or anything sensitive. With Brave, the trade-off is much smaller, but it exists. Some websites, especially those that rely heavily on ads for revenue, may look broken or have missing content because Brave blocked something the site expected to load. It's rare, but it happens, and you'll occasionally need to whitelist a site manually. With DuckDuckGo, the trade-off is features. It's leaner. It doesn't have Brave's built-in crypto wallet, its reward system, or some of the deeper customization options that power users love. It does one job, privacy, and does it cleanly, without trying to be everything else too. None of these are bad browsers. They're built for different priorities, and that's exactly why picking blindly is a mistake. The verdict, so. Here's my honest breakdown, based on who you actually are. If you're on a tight data plan, dealing with slow or unreliable internet, and you mostly browse casual content, news, social feeds, shopping, Opera Mini is genuinely the smartest pick. Just don't use it for anything sensitive. If you want a daily driver that quietly blocks ads and trackers without you lifting a finger, and you still want extra features like a built-in wallet or a customizable new tab page, Brave is your browser. If privacy is non-negotiable and you want the leanest, most locked-down experience with the fewest compromises, DuckDuckGo is the one, my personal daily setup. Brave for everyday use. And DuckDuckGo, when I'm doing anything I really don't want. Trackit.Opera Mini stays installed for the one time a month my Wi-Fi dies. And I need something to actually load on one bar of signal. That's the real breakdown. Not the marketing pitch each of these companies wants you to believe, but what actually happens when you use them. If this saved you from installing the wrong browser, do me a favor, smash that like button. It genuinely helps this video reach more people who need to see it. And if you want the next video, where I do the same deep dive on VPNs, because trust me, that rabbit hole is even worse. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. I'll see you in the next one.